What's up, Internet? It's your dumbass Panicos Gaming, and we're doing more breeding for a shiny Phione. This is just working on your shiny charm. How are you? I'm okay. I'm very tired because I just haven't been sleeping very well. That's actually why I didn't stream yesterday, because I was just... God damn it, I did it again where I talked to him while directly in front of him. Alright, it worked out though. Oh, before going any further, hold on a second. Let me pull up Cerebi, because there's actually a free shiny very soon here. As soon as Firefox decides it wants to work. I don't know why, but like, every time lately that like I open Firefox and then try and open a tab or open a window or open a website or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't it takes like 10 seconds to actually open. Everything after that, it'll work fine. It's just like that first one. Anyways, sorry. So, it's been announced that a shiny Clefairy based on the Clefairy used by the 2021 Pokemon Asia's player... Okay, I'm gonna skip through some of this bullshit. Basically, there's a free shiny Clefairy going out. Level 50 of Eviolite. It'll be distributed from June 18th through 19th on the official Facebook pages to celebrate the Pokemon Championships going on in Asia right now, I assume. So yeah, on 18th and 19th, check Cerebi for a code for a free shiny. Hey, welcome back, Lando. So yeah, that actually works out perfect because I have Cleffa and I have Clefable, but I don't have Clefairy, so that's like the one that I needed. Free shiny, that's neat. Yeah, that's how I got my Amoonguss as well. It was the exact same thing. It was on some championship team, and so it was given away as a code Pokemon. So yeah, I'm glad they do stuff like that. They aren't like, when they're with that stuff, they aren't always shiny. It's literally based directly on the Pokemon that's used by like the actual player. So they're only shiny when the one on the team that was used is shiny. So it's not super common because, like, you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass to like try and breed a perfect shiny Pokemon. Even though there are ways to, you know, get around it and stuff, but like bottle caps and stuff like that. I suspect a lot of players just like don't give a shit. They only care about having a good team. But yeah, we'll see if I do any Registeel today. Just because, again, I am kind of tired, so I don't know if I'll want to even try to do that. But we will at least do our... Ooh, speaking of... We'll do our 15 mana fee. Let me open up the counter program, because I forgot to do that. I took my shiny Gyarados into Sora, and apparently it's actually a square shiny. Same with the Celebi you gave me. That's weird. I know there is something not quite right about like square shinies or something like that. I think it's just like how they spawn in the wild or whatever. Yes, let me pop open Discord real quick. I never actually set Discord to streamer mode as well. Come on. Alright. When Violet and Scarlet come out, which one do you think you'll get? I'm leaning towards Scarlet right now. But yeah, honestly, I'm probably going to end up getting both. I think I'll start with Scarlet, and then I'll decide if I'm going to also buy the other one. Aren't they just rare versions of shinies? Yeah, but there's something not quite right with how some of them are spawned. Like I believe the square shiny is supposed to be rarer, but I think with Pokemon that are in the wild, it's actually messed up, and the square is more common and the star is the rare one. I might be wrong because I don't give a shit about that at all. It literally does not matter at all to me. Because, like, I've never once paid attention to that. But I do remember saying something on Cerebi about just something weird with that, where, like, the probabilities are swapped or something. In Sword, the shiny animation is different. Okay. Also, I don't think they're continuing to do that, the like different shiny animations thing, as it wasn't in BDSP or in Legends Arceus. So I suspect it's a one-off. Probably for the reason that like I feel like I'm like a lot of people, or I feel like I'm like a lot of people, and that just most people don't give a shit about that at all. Like, even like just considering the people that are into shinies and stuff. Well, I got my Gyarados from PLA. Yeah, I don't know how it decides that, because it doesn't show that at all in PLA. That's why I say, like, with BDSP and PLA, it not being in those games, I'm not sure how it determines that stuff. Also, yeah, I don't know, because I believe that that Celebi was actually an event Pokemon, or that I know it was available as one. I believe the one I gave you was that event Pokemon. So I don't know what caused it for Gyarados, but the Celebi was probably a square shiny from the start. But who knows? Maybe it will continue in Scarlet and Violet, and they just didn't feel like messing with it in I did nothing special. It's just in Outbreak. Yeah, but I mean, like, it could be like a weird thing where some of like the hidden like identifier values for Pokemon, besides like trainer ID and stuff like that. Because there is some stuff that is like hidden that you can't actually see in game, and I wonder if it's something with that, just to how it gets loaded into Sword or what. Because I'm pretty sure PLA got data mined, and I don't remember there being anything about that. But again, that's not really something that I've cared about, so I probably shouldn't act like I'm or talk at all like I'm an authority on it, because I have no idea. That is interesting, though. It's just neat that some of their shinies have a chance to have a different animation. Yeah, I wish they would do something with that, like, with the Pokeball customization and BDSP, make it so that, you can have different animations for the shiny animation. It just has to be shiny, and then you can customize it a little bit. That would be pretty neat. Also, I really, really hope that Gen 9 has the Pokeball customization. But being that VDSP wasn't made by Game Freak, I have no idea. There we go. Are we gonna get on the first one of the night? Sword was really short. Yeah, if you run a broken team, it can be pretty quick. I mean, granted, most of the Pokemon games are pretty damn quick if you have a broken team, but Sword makes it really easy to have a broken team. Yeah, other than like the Sun and Moon games where there's 38 hours of text every time you take a single step. Yeah, those still take a while regardless of your team, but yeah, you can definitely blow through Sword pretty quick. Or Sword and Shield. I am curious if I ever get around to doing another playthrough of Shield for doing like Legendaries and Dynamax Adventures, but again, I have no idea if I'm going to do that. I am kind of considering like just rebuilding like teams for that and just having them swapped in via home. You know nothing of what happened. I was just playing pretty much on mute and had something on my second monitor. Basically, you're in the Pokemon League and then you're competing, I guess. Not in the Pokemon League, but anyways. And then the dude running the competition apparently decides that he needs to send the world into the apocalypse to avoid a disaster 10,000 years in the future. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know story isn't necessarily a strong point in the Pokemon franchise, but Sword was especially not interesting. Oh, why am I still riding around? I finished hatching. Feeling there's some like mildly interesting like kind of lore stuff they set up. So it's not like completely just barren. Like there is something to care about, I guess, but like it's It just goes so stupid at the end. Remember how much you hate old Pokemon games now? Getting stopped every 3 minutes and forced to fight. You're gonna leave? Alright, I'll see you later, Lando. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, the old Pokemon games could be pretty bad about that. I don't think, you know, having to do a bunch of battles is as bad as, like, again, Sun and Moon, where there's just a lot of cutscenes and dialogue. But yeah, it's not like... I don't know. It's just better to be able to explore and stuff and do shit at your pace. What's up, Vivian? Welcome back. Hope you've been doing well. I'd rather long cutscenes. I don't think it's necessarily a problem if the cutscenes were long. I mean, it does. The intro to Sun and Moon is kind of a little bit too long, but that's just because it's like, well, I'm trying to start playing the game. Can I please start playing the game? But the big issue is just like it's just constant all the time. Like with the battling in the older games, it's just every time you try and do something, someone stops you. He's like, hey, let me talk to you. It's like, oh my god, shut up. I just want to go catch Pokemon and battle shit. Been alright, still no shiny, and feel a sense of aggression because of it. I know that feel. Like that part where you need to go uphill in the snow area, you're stopped like 5 times in 20 seconds. In Sun and Moon, honestly, I wouldn't know because I stopped playing before I got to that point. In fact, I stopped because I realized that the last, in Sword... Oh, yeah, with the battles. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was too bad. Again, when it's at least battles, it's not as bad because it's like you're still doing something. Yes, when you have an overpowered team, it's gonna feel pointless. But yeah, that snow area was a bit much. Thinking back on it now. You're at 270 with almost like a 50% chance. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. The way that the probability stuff works out is a little weird. Because, yeah, like, I'm getting close to 50% chance right now. But, like, on average, it's going to take 512. But 50% isn't at 512. So it's weird. I understand how the math on it kind of works, but like it is kind of weird. You've never liked fighting in Pokemon games? I like it. Actually, I like it a lot, but also I like having an overpowered team and just kind of smashing through shit. Though, I have really enjoyed with the, with like the Cynthia battle at the end of BDSP or the Volo battle at the end of Legends Arceus, having those fights where it's like, oh fuck, I might not actually do this, has been really nice. It's just the only thing that sucked with Cynthia is that there's such a ridiculous difficulty spike. Because pretty much all of BDSP you can just autopilot through and not pay attention because it's just very easy. But then you get to the Elite Four, and the Elite Four is like a bit of a step up, and then but just like throughout it, I think the levels go up by like 10 levels throughout the Elite Four at least, and it's like, oh my god. Like, so either the early battles are reasonable and the later battles are really difficult, or the later battles are reasonable and the early battles are just pointless. It's like, come on. Like, there's definitely an in-between with difficulty, and, yeah, I don't know, it's just... There's definitely a sweet spot, and while I think the difficulty of the Cynthia fight was perfectly fine, I'm glad it was difficult because it's the final boss, effectively. But like, it should have built up more during the game. Using the Pokedex tracker, do I need Gmax forms? No, you don't need Gmax forms for the Shiny Charm. It's just the Pokedex. Honestly, I'm not I really don't quite understand why the Gmax forms are listed on that site. Because there's, like, no reason not to have all, like, there's no reason to have a separate box of Gmax forms when you can just make your normal Pokemon, or the, you know, your national dex or your living dex or whatever Pokemon have the Gmax factor. It's just a very odd choice. And it's annoying too because it disrupts the it disrupts like the having a accurate count. Like, I don't know how many total Pokemon there are with like national dex and regional forms, because that having the Gmax forms there, I don't know, it's just weird. I really need to spend like a day looking for a better site for that, because the fact they still haven't updated. Actually, hold on, let me check and make sure before I say that. Yeah, Pokédex Tracker still hasn't been updated for, like, proper Legends Arceus support. Hey, what's up, Anna? I just saw the message in Discord. Yeah, I finally updated with a webcam and stuff. Does that mean you finally fixed those toast thingies? I have no idea what you... Yeah, I would just like the ones that pop up occasionally. Oh, you mean the little info box things? Yes. Well, I try to keep those updated, like, kind of regardless. But yeah, I did do some stuff with that to, like, rearrange the layouts for those to make them better. Well, for some stuff, anyways. Some of them I haven't bothered to get around to. Like, I didn't bother with Legends Arceus yet. Because I did all this new layout stuff, I think, like, right after I finished up with Legends Arceus. Yeah, I would love to find a site that, like, just lets you customize, like, what specific things you want. Like, do you want to do alternate forms or not? And stuff like Unknown Alcremie and stuff like that. You know, if you want to have, like, the Gmax forms separately, I guess you can. You know, just, like... I don't know. You found another site that you've been using? Link that to me on Discord, just so I can check it out. Like, the big thing is, like, I know there's obviously other sites, but a lot of them have the, it's a national dex type thing. I mean, that's fine for the most part. It's just the thing, it's either you have, like, the current solution, which is, like, doesn't have any alternate form stuff besides, like, you know, regional forms, or they go the full other direction and they have, like, the tiniest little, like, you know, like, sex differences between, like, the, like, Venusaur, for instance, where it's just, like, the whiskers or the whatever get, like, slightly longer in the male version. And it's, like, the super minor, dumb, like, gender difference stuff I don't care about. At least yet. Maybe one day I'll do that, but, like, I'm gonna try and finish the current living, or the current shiny dex before I care at all about that. might have seen this site, to be honest. There's like 4 whole living deck sites. That surprised me that it's actually, that there aren't more. Linked it to you on Discord. Awesome, thank you. I will check that out tonight. But yeah, that's the thing. I've not really looked at it or looked into that stuff too hard. Just because I think originally I wanted to look into it, but it was like a Excel spreadsheet was like the first one I found. I was like, okay, I'm just not even gonna bother. And then the one that I use came up on another stream. I forget if the other streamer actually used it or not, but I just remember seeing it and clicking on it and being like, oh, this is pretty much perfect. See, I've not really dug into it too much. But I think I will soon, just to see if there is something that I want to use instead. This one's kind of neat. You can use regular living and shiny living decks on the same page with another little tab thing. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, like I don't mind how Pokédex Tracker handles that part of it, because it since it's still on one profile, so it's like it's very easy to, you know, change which one you're looking at, I guess. It does have alternate forms. Is it like super hardcore about it with like, again, the gender differences, or is it like reasonable about it? Or maybe not, maybe I shouldn't say reasonable, but like, you know, like stuff that actually deserves to be considered alternate forms. Although even for that, like, that's part of why I want to be able to customize it a little bit, is because the, like, stuff like Indeedee or Basque Legion, where there is a gender difference, but also they do have different stats and, like, different, I think Indeedee has different abilities and stuff, too. So, like, it's a, you know, gender difference, but there is, like, more than just, again, longer whiskers or something stupid like that. What's up, Xavier? Welcome to the stream. You have it boxed by regions, and each region has a different gender box. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it wouldn't... Well, maybe I shouldn't say. I was going to say it wouldn't be the end of the world to, like, go do all the gender different stuff. But actually, it kind of would be, because a lot of stuff I wouldn't be able to look to, like, go get the other one right now. Just because there's, you know, plenty of Pokemon that just aren't available on any Switch game. And, like, yeah, I do still have my 3DS, but that thing hasn't been charged in forever, and I don't know where the charger is, and I don't. I'm mostly fine just, like, never playing a 3DS Pokemon game again. It's not cluttered, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, the, like, super nuclear route would be to just make my own. Because I can't imagine, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Make my own for my own personal use, and not, like, let other people use it. For that purpose, it would be fairly easy to use something like Squarespace or something, I guess. Or even like a Google Doc of some site. This site actually has a Hisuian form box. I like, don't understand why the current site that we use hasn't fucking updated yet. It's just, like, It's just so weird to me. Like, there's no reason for it to be taking this long. Squarespace sponsorship incoming. I fucking wish. But yeah, like, honestly, I think Squarespace would probably be overkill, but like something like a Google. Does Google still have like these subdomain pages that you can do for free? And you're limited on how many pages you can have, but that's fine. Are you missing a bit more shield mods? Probably. I only sent you a couple, so besides that, I have no idea, but I didn't send very many. In fact, I think it was pretty much just Zamazenta and Ice Cube that I sent you. Which reminds me, I still need to get around to making another box of Pokemon to send over to you. Do you want these back? No, you can have them. I don't care. That's all like spare stuff, so I don't need it back. Especially like the Ice Cube, I don't give a shit. I think I have like 5 more of those that are all 5 IV. Actually, now that I think about it, I should have another Zamazenta somewhere. Because I remember noticing that I don't have any spare Zamazenta anymore. I just have the one with the living dex. But I should have at least one more. Because I should have had 2 normal ones and a shiny one. So the shiny one being the one in the living dex. And then for my first playthrough, and then the playthrough that I did on the in the Japanese language. So I think I probably just didn't take the one out of the Japanese language is probably what happened. But I mean, worst case scenario, I can just play through the game again if I needed to. Because I can't imagine it'd be very difficult to just like have a broken team for like each stage of the game. Because like when you're first going through the gyms, you're limited on what levels your Pokemon can be, or at least what levels they can be while still listening to what you want to do. But like just set up a team for like each like after each gym. That's just like perfectly set up to be able to just smash through everything. Alright, last one of the set. Please be shiny, maybe? Nope. It's okay, we got another 30 of these to do tonight. Alright. Well, come on. There we go. I wish there was a different, like, way to tell if there's an egg ready. Other than just, like, him turning to the right. Because, like, in Sword and Shield, you, the breeder lady just, like, she puts her, hand up to her head or whatever. Describing that really weird. Or she puts her, like, hand on her chin, like she's kind of thinking. I think? I forget exactly what it is, but there is a different, like, standing pose. You actually ended up using Heat Ran as your incubator? Yeah, I thought it was a funny idea. And, because with Pokemon Home support being added, one of the things you can do is, as you deposit Pokemon into Pokemon Home, you actually build up points in Pokemon Home. And in Sword and Shield, and in this game now as well, you can exchange those points for battle points in-game. And then, yeah, just use those battle points as you normally would. So yeah, I was able to very easily buy an ability patch. Or was it actually, I forget if Flame Body was his hidden ability. But yeah. With how easy it was to do, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Although, even if it hadn't been easy in this game, I also could have just gone to the Crown Tundra with it. Oh, and actually, Incubator reminds me, Pokemon Go, there's a new community day coming up in a couple weeks, I believe. But it's going to be for Dino, how are you supposed to say it? The one that it grows to have a second head when it evolves, and then the next evolution it has like 3 heads, I think. I think it's Hydreigon is the final evolution. And then the middle one is like Zwilus or something like that. I just know it's Y, which makes sense. It's German for 2, and it has 2 heads, but like... But yeah, there's going to be another comm day for that, so that's going to be... Well, we'll see. I was about to say that'll be nice, but again, since they kind of made Incense borderline useless, it's those events are not as good now. But I'll probably, you know, load up the game, play it for a little bit. Hopefully I can get like at least 1. That would be nice. If I can get all 3, even better. Because it's not like with a Alolan Geodude, where it's like, well, currently that's the only way for me to shiny hunt that was in Pokemon Go, so... I mean, I guess you can do it, in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but... Those are gift Pokemon, and even though I know someone said that the fossils in, Sword and Shield are affected by Shiny Charm, I do have a... Yes, okay. But yeah, even though, like, I know someone said that, but I know that in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, that the gift Pokemon are not affected by it. So, that's, a lot of trading Pokemon for a 1 in 4,000 chance. No thanks, I'm good. Especially because there's not like an easy way to cheese having a bunch of Pokemon in that. Because since Let's Go is a one-way transfer pretty much. So I can't like breed a bunch of Geodude in BDSP and then transfer them over into that, and then just trade them kind of en masse. And I don't feel like going to catch a bunch of Geodudes, so... Although I should see, I actually might have a bunch from when I was shiny hunting in Let's Go Eevee. So I could try like just all the ones that I still have in the game. Just try and trade those and see if we get stupidly lucky. That would be so nice. Actually, let me take that back. It doesn't matter, because I don't have to do that anymore, so why would I do that? Never mind. I guess I could do it for a Alolan Marowak. I'm actually going to look up. Let's see what Alolan forms I still need to get. Because I think most stuff I can just breed for right now. Oh, I do still need Raichu. Okay, so yeah, Raichu and Marowak are the two that I still need. Alright, sorry. I need a lot more than those, but those are the only ones that, like, I can't get in any way. Because there's no way to, like, breed them or anything, right? Oh no, Rattata. That's right. Fuck. I mean, so does it... I don't understand... Well, I do understand. But, like, this game not having Alolan forms. Or Galarian forms. I do understand why, because it's Ilka, so... Silly me to expect anything there. But... Yeah, it sucks this game doesn't have Alolan forms. Because that would have made it a lot easier to get all that stuff, because, you know, you can just breed it. But, even besides that, currently, the only way to get Alolan Raichu and Alolan, so Alolan Raichu, Executor, and Marowak, basically their base form, so Pikachu, Cubone, and Execute, basically those ones are normal. It's just when they evolve while in Alola, they change, or their evolution is the Alolan form. But since you know, Gen 8 takes place in Galar, there's, if you evolve a normal one, it just, the evolution stays normal. So there's no way to easily hunt for those. There is they are in Dynamax Adventures, so it is possible to get it there. And honestly, that might be something that I do for when I do Dynamax Adventures. In fact, that actually would not be the worst idea on the planet. It's like, keep trying to pick at Suicune, but not have it be the actual, like, main target. Oh, this is actually not a terrible idea. I'm liking this idea. But yeah, like, not really caring so much about getting to the end. You know, if I do, awesome. But, basically just focus on the, like, Raichu and Marowak. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I don't remember. I don't think Execute is in, Dynamax Adventures. Or, rather, sorry, Alolan Executor. I don't think it's in Dynamax Adventures. Because, yeah, I remember that being, like, the reason why I was super happy to just, like, happen to get one of those in Pokemon Go. Because there was no other way for me to get that. But yeah, I can focus on, like, those, and just, like, you know, if I see anything that's like electric type or whatever, or fire or ghost, you know, whatever the typings are, if I just see something that I could be, just kind of focus on those instead. Make sure, yes. Yeah, I mean, I want to focus on a Raichu, Marowak, and then there are a couple of Trade Evolution Pokemon that are in Dynamax Adventures, like Trevenant. Trevenant right now is a Pokemon that I wouldn't really have any way to get shiny except through in that. Well, actually, let me take that back. Never mind. Because I can just trade them, so yeah, that's fine. I've always just been kind of adverse to ever even considering trading shinies. Just because, like, there's just always that, like, oh, God damn, I'm doing this again. I'd just be so scared of, you know, you trade them the shiny to have it evolve, and then they just keep the shiny and don't trade it back. And it's like, well, cool. Guess I'll go get another shiny. But now that I actually have people to trade with, it won't be as much of an issue. But still, if I can get stuff like that, like Trevenant. I don't remember if Gourgeist, Aromatisse, or whatever Slurpuff. There we go. I couldn't remember what Swirlix evolves into. Yeah, just stuff that's like could be more difficult or whatever. But I think I might wait until... Not even think I might. If I were to be doing that, I think I'll wait until after the... after I've, like, done everything I care to do in Legends Arceus. I should really make a list of everything that I can still shiny hunt in Legends Arceus. Or that I can hunt in mass outbreaks. Or massive mass outbreaks. Is like Burmy and the fossil Pokemon and the Porygons. Yeah, that's not fucking happening. I'm good. I will pass on doing space-time distortions for shiny hunting anyways. But like, everything else should be fairly easy. Even if it's, you know, stuff where it's aggressive Pokemon, so I don't really want to, like, give a shit. Or I'll only be, like, passing over the first 4. Let me actually do some quick math. And this is very, like, you know, rounded number type stuff. So I'm just going to be like 1 in 250 is the shiny odds in massive mass outbreaks. Or that's the number that I'm going to be using. So yeah, I mean, even just flying over the starting 4 Pokemon, there's a 1.5% chance every time you do that there will be a shiny. Which is, like, not terrible for not actually doing anything. Especially if you have, like, plenty of Pokemon to hunt. Like, yeah, if I get down to, like, 1 Pokemon left, yeah, I might, you know, stop doing that. Especially if, like, I spend a long time trying to get it to spawn. Yeah, sure, maybe then I'll say, yeah, screw it, I'll just breed it, but... But I guess the other thing with that is I'm probably not going to be wrapping up with Legends Arceus anytime soon, because since I am going to try and, after I'm done with this hunt, I'm just going to start trying to focus on getting as many, if not all of, or as many as I can, if not all of the Galarian Pokemon. Both, like, Galarian forms and just new Pokemon that were added for Sword and Shield. Sorry, just turning down my fan a little bit. Though, honestly, that just made it louder. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I did notice that my, the, volume, like, line, I guess, or whatever you want to call it for the microphone, was, like, popping back up a little bit even when it was going quiet. So that it was just had to have been the fan. Which sucks because, it got considerably hotter as soon as I turned that down. Whoops. I'll have to try and figure out some better solution for that. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing like 3, mostly egg shiny hunts a week. And then like one, maybe one Legends Arceus, or just like miscellaneous kind of. Like I think this week the plan is on Tuesday or Wednesday to hunt for Ditto. So go back to doing Poke Radar chaining in this game. But now that I'm armed with, probably won't be able to see the numbers. Yeah, not at all. I have 999, or damn close, of each of these, so there's basically no way for me to fail another Ditto hunt without, like, me being stupid and doing something wrong. But I won't be failing because I run out of repels again, at least. And then that's one where, if I don't get that on whichever day it is, Tuesday or Wednesday, I will actually probably stream on Thursday to try and get it then. So that way I can, assuming I'm not done with this hunt yet, come back to that on, or come back to this on Friday. And then tomorrow, assuming I do stream, because again, it's kind of dependent on when I get out of work, and also how tired I am. Like yesterday, I was just too tired to even bother trying to stream. Like, I might have been able to force myself to do it, but it wouldn't have been good. I was kind of feeling the same way today as well, but as I got closer to the stream, I actually got more energy somehow. Not quite sure how that works. Yeah, I'm excited for just having hopefully a more consistent schedule. Having a mix of stuff that I'm doing, but also being kind of consistent instead of just being yeah, we're just gonna hunt for whatever we can find in Legends Arceus. Because I mean that's what it was for a while, but actually being able to focus on Pokemon again. And not having to worry at all about getting getting all the Hisuian Pokemon before Pokemon Home updated and stuff like that. Because I don't think I'll have any trouble getting all of the Galarian forms, at least, before Scarlet and Violet come out. Now, getting all of the new Galar Pokemon is a whole other question. I'm pretty sure the answer is not going to happen, but that's the thing, I've already kind of accepted that I'm not going to be able to do that, so, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I mean, going back to the Pokedex tracker, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I was running into a wall, god damn it. 15. So I have to get 15 more Galarian forms before the new games come out. And then I think including Galar Pokemon, like new Pokemon from Gen 8, I think it's like 80 something. So, you know, if this was if I was hunting for them all in Legends Arceus, I actually would not be worried at all about that. But having to breed for most of those, sorry, turned into Mike Tyson for a second there. Yeah, that's just probably not going to happen. All right. I just wanted to make sure that was actually 2 and I hadn't miscounted. But also, I did just realize I'm actually kind of stupid. So I started hunting for, or I started breeding for Galarian Ponyta a little bit in, or like off stream. But I realized I should probably just be doing the other Galar Pokemon, like Squovit and stuff like that. And then if I get closer to the new games coming out, maybe like, you know, focusing then on just the Galarian forms. That way I can just do like as many of the Galarian forms on stream as possible. What are the best Pokeballs in Sword? God, I cannot fucking speak. I mean, Luxury Ball is pretty cool. A lot of people go fucking feral for the goddamn, for the Beast Ball. Usually, I don't think it looks that good, but there are some cases where it's been pretty good. God, I forget who it was. Oh, Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum? Maybe? Whatever, the like big T-Rex thing that isn't Rampardos. Oh, for like actually for using the Pokeballs? Right, I forgot that's a thing. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I mean, Quick Balls are like the immediate go-to. Every time, just start with the Quick Ball if you can. Other than that, Timer Balls after 10 turns are the next best option. And then after that, honestly, just like Dusk Balls if it's at night or in a cave. I still have one more. Oh no, oops. Glad I checked. But yeah, like Quick Balls, Timer Balls, just use like 8 Ultra Balls. Yeah, Ultra Balls actually aren't that good compared to a lot of the specialty balls. What am I doing? But even stuff like net balls and dive balls and stuff are all much better than Ultra Balls. But yeah, I mean, if you're just working on trying to catch stuff, set the, change the system clock to be nighttime, and then, yeah, basically start with a Quick Ball. Oh, right, he has one. I don't know why I'm being, well, I do know part of why, because I'm so tired, but I'm being, like, extra stupid today. But yeah, like, the strat is kind of start with a Quick Ball. And then, I guess, do you have access? You said you beat the game, right? So you should have pretty easy access to at least Swords, or, at least a False Swipe, right? And I would assume you can have, something with either T-Wave or, Spore. Spore would be ideal, but I'm not sure. Is there anything? I want to say I looked into this, and I don't think there's anything that has Spore and False Swipe. But, like, Gallade can have, Thunder Wave and False Swipe, which is almost as good. Actually, in my opinion, I think T-Wave is better than Spore, because Sleep isn't permanent, but Careless is. but sleep does give you a slightly better catch rate than paralysis. So, yeah, ideally, like, throw the quick ball. You know, use whatever moves you need to weaken it or give it a status or whatever, and then throw dusk balls until you get to turn. I forget if it's at or after turn 10. But then after that point, just use timer balls. That's like pretty much the best way to optimize it. I just realized my head is definitely off center. Okay. It's better. Not perfect, but it's better. But it's enough that it's not going to drive me completely insane all night. Of course, I had to notice, though. Actually, the other thing is that this hat is kind of a... It was a very cheap hat. It's definitely not officially licensed by Square Enix. It was just some shit I found on Amazon. So it's probably like a little off-center to begin with. Oh, also, Jed, I know you mentioned when you were doing Wonder Trades and stuff earlier, always check those Pokemon, because always check the, always check, like, the hacked bullshit Pokemon, because almost all the time they have an Ultra Ball, or a Master Ball on them. Which, you know, makes things very easy. ELA made Ultra Balls God tier, and this game is like you're throwing paper balls at Pokemon. Yeah, Ultra Balls in the base games are not great. I mean, they're better than, you know, Pokeballs and Great Balls, but other than that, they're pretty much some of the worst balls. Can't take off the Master Ball. So, it would be cool. I might have said this weird. So, most of the time they have the Master, or they have as their hold item a Master Ball. A lot of them are probably in Master Balls as well, which I think might be what I said. But no, usually a lot of them will actually be holding a Master Ball. So yes, you can actually take the Master Ball as their hold item off, and then just keep it, and then just trade out the Pokemon, or just release it or whatever. Time to unblock them. Yeah, that's how I have, I think I still have like 20, come on, there we go. I think I still have like 20 Master Balls in Sword and Shield. You can also use something like a Vibe Trade Labs, or like any of the bot trading Twitch channels. Actually, I think Vibe Trade Labs is getting shut down like this month. They announced that not like around the time that Pokemon Home got updated. Probably because they've probably gotten at least one cease and desist from Nintendo at this point, so they don't want to deal with it. I do have. Yes, okay. I like always have to double check. But yeah, any of those like free Pokemon generators, usually you can put a Master Ball on them and then just get the Pokemon and take the Master Ball and throw out the Pokemon. Of course, then there's this game where maybe you'll be able to see the count. Yeah, you know. Thanks, Dupe Glitch. I only have 250 Master Balls. That kind of seems like a lot of work. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be worth it to do for that, but like... I don't know, if you were like shiny hunting like Registeel or something, that might not be a bad idea. Actually, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to do that myself, so that way I can have an extra Master Ball for Registeel. Problem is, since I don't have a Nintendo Online for the secondary profile, I can't actually like trade or anything on that. Or, I mean, you can do local trades, but that isn't very helpful in this case. They can escape a ball in Dynamax Adventures. No, not in Dynamax Adventures. Dynamax Adventures is 100% guaranteed. So, if you don't care about, like, what design the Pokeball has for the Pokemon that you catch, just always use Pokeballs. Or, like, Premier Balls if you have them, too. But since Registeel isn't actually in Dynamax Adventures, it's just its own thing. Same with actually like all the Regis. And the Cobalion in that group as well. But fortunately, I never actually bothered to catch Cobalion, Terrakion, or Virizion, or Keldeo for that matter. I never actually caught those in my my like main save, so I don't have to worry about that there. But since I did catch the Regis, I'm kind of shit the luck on that. One day we'll get this shiny. But yeah, when I started doing Dynamax Adventures, like when, you know, that DLC came out, pretty much the first thing I did was I went and bought 999 Pokeballs. Just so that way I wouldn't ever have to worry about it again. Although I think at this point I've actually blown through like 400 of those. So, you know, whoops. Except not whoops, because I mean it was still the best idea, but I didn't think I would ever even like make a dent into that. Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever make a dent into 999 Pokeballs. But I mean, like, if you do like 100 successful attempts, which, like, you know, would be average to get a shiny legendary, I mean, that would be 400 balls used right there. So I guess it isn't too surprising. I just didn't think about it. I really wish there would be a way to transfer items via Pokemon Home. Although, granted, with the dupe glitch in this game, I don't think you'll ever be able to do that. Or if they do, they'll, like, specifically block this game from being able to do that. Which, you know, don't blame them for that one. Well, I blame Ilka that there was that glitch to begin with. But, like, I don't blame them for this being how... Or, I wouldn't blame them if they didn't let you trade items from this game ever. But honestly, I kind of don't think they'll, I don't think there'll ever be support for items in Home. I just don't think they have any interest in doing that. Forgot to mark one, my bad. Alright, 20 more. Or, this will be the shiny. And... Man, would you believe that one wasn't the shiny? Crazy, I know, but yeah. I was really thinking that 0.2% chance was going to pull through there. I do find it, like, a little bit funny that, like, thinking about the fact that, like, oh, it's 1 in 500 is, like, not that terrible, but then, like, framing it as 0.2% chance of getting a shiny is, like, just seems incredibly low. Like, why even bother trying low? I don't know. I find it funny how, the, like, frame of reference can change it so much. Or just, like, how you say the number. Because, like, 0.2% and 1 in 500 are the same number. It's just formatted a different way. Moment when an Ultra Ball works on the first try. Yeah, that's definitely a Craigasm moment. That's what that emote is, right? Okay, cool. I'm, like, half surprised Twitch hasn't gotten or renamed that emote or something. Just in, like, an attempt to, like, be like, no, it's not sexual content, we swear. Though I suppose Twitch doesn't really care about sexual content unless they're made to. If they remove my boy Craigasm. I don't know. It is, like, a little surprising that it's, like, a global emote or whatever. Like, I can see something like that, you know. Always, like, kind of sticking around in, like, you know, streamer emotes, but not, like, necessarily ones that are provided by Twitch, just because, again, it's, like, obviously, I get why they didn't care when it, you know, was first added, but, like, now being owned by Amazon and seemingly desperately wanting to simp for advertisers, you know, I'm surprised that's not something that's come up. My favorite thing with, like, all the Twitch ad stuff that they've been, like, really trying to push for is, like, for the last year or so, they've been, like, aggressively trying to defeat ad blockers. Because for some reason they still want to chase the, like, 3 pennies that you can make through, you know, pre-roll ads and shit like that. Meanwhile, you have, you know, Google and YouTube, which are, you know, Google runs the, you know, easily the biggest online ad, we'll call it agency, but I know that's not quite the right term, or ad platform, we'll call it, with AdSense. And they run YouTube. And they certainly have the resources to try and pursue shit like anti-ad blockers and stuff, and they just don't even bother. Because they know that they won't make any more money doing that shit. All they're gonna do is piss people off. And honestly, there really isn't any competition for YouTube right now, so, like, they could do it if they wanted to. Or I should say, there really isn't any competition in the US. ad block on Twitch doesn't work. It's annoying. Yeah, there's other plugins that you can get that, like, help and deal with it. Yeah, which one it is that I have, but, like, for the most part, I don't ever... It doesn't even, like, attempt to give me ads, it seems like. And when it does, it's... The add-on I have is set up that it'll basically load the preview version of the stream that is, like, I guess available somewhere, even when the ad is playing. And it'll just hide the ad and just have the preview be full screen. Or, like, the full size. It's just that the preview is, like, 144p, so it's not good. But at least you can get some idea what's going. That's the thing that blows me away the most with Twitch. Like, YouTube would have more excuse to do it because, for the most part, YouTube is a pre-recorded and produced, you know, videos. And, you know, you can pause the video to play an ad. Meanwhile, you do that on Twitch and you're missing content because it's live. You can't undo the live, you know. Especially because even, you know, Twitch's setup for it is such a dumpster fire from like 2005 that, okay, that's a little bit rude. YouTube was just starting. But like, you know, it's just like you can't rewind on Twitch. Like, YouTube basically lets you do it as much as you want for their live content. It's just, yeah, I don't get it. Wasn't there a thing too where they said they were gonna start, like, if you don't run ad, or they were like talking about doing this where if you don't run ads yourself, it will like automatically run pre-rolls or mid-rolls rather, and it's just like, what the fuck meth are you on, you stupid motherfuckers? Because again, it just, that content's gone. You can't get it back until the end of the stream when you watch the VOD. But also, their fucking DMCA shit was so fucking absurd when they started doing it that a lot of streamers just delete their VODs automatically and they don't even bother. Because it's like, fuck that. I'm not gonna get my, you know, channel deleted because of fucking something from, you know, years ago. One of the channels that I watch a lot of, it was Ray Narvaez Jr., but which finally pulled their heads out of their asses and gave him the account that he fucking owns. But Ray, like, that's literally just his channel name now, is Ray. He got a strike for like a couple-year-old highlight because it had Black Eyed Peas in it. And he was like, okay, I'm just gonna delete all my highlights and VODs from now on. Because why would I risk my entire career for something so fucking stupid? Yeah, the ad shit on Twitch is absurd, and what it's going to do is yeah, some streamers just run ads at the start of the streams. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm fine with the ads being run by the streamer because you can be a streamer and be like, hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so let me just play a couple minutes of ads. Cool. That's fine, because you're not missing any content, right? Like, it's, you know, letting the streamer control it is fine. And if the streamer doesn't want to run any ads, guess what, motherfuckers? Just don't run any ads. You're still getting fucking half of the money from every single fucking subscription. Like, it actually blows my mind that they have this very successful subscription model and this very successful just, like, throw money at the streamer model with bits. And they're still trying to run this terrible advertising system that just doesn't... Advertising has never been a good fucking method to get more sales. Certainly not in the modern digital age. And so, again, certainly not on a platform that has so many other monetization options. But yeah, all Twitch is gonna do with that shit is they're just gonna, like, probably because Twitch is losing money constantly. Figure it the fuck out, guys, because you're gonna lose a lot more money when half your fucking good streamers get fucking fed up with this shit and just go back to YouTube. Like, to be clear, I understand YouTube is absolute shit when it comes to supporting its creators and stuff, and the live experience right now is not great, but they are making improvements to it, and eventually they're gonna fucking... it's gonna be good enough, especially with, like, the discoverability, like having some sort of a live landing page, instead of just, like, trying to mix in the live content with the video on demand stuff. But, like, once they do that, I think a lot of streamers are going to start hopping ship, because Twitch is constantly doing stupid shit, and it's gonna bite them in the ass. I mean, we saw how they reacted as soon as Mixer was a thing. All of a sudden, Twitch magically fucking started fixing a whole bunch of shit. So, like, we know they aren't completely inept when they actually have a reason to, and they don't feel like they just have a monopoly on the, you know, on the live streaming economy. Again, at least within the English-speaking countries. I know, like, Japan and Korea have their own very successful platforms as well. But yeah, it's just... I don't get it, man. And again, like, even if you want to push for, like, the ads and stuff, again, like, the biggest media platform on the internet with YouTube, which for the longest time, pretty much the only way for YouTube to make money was advertising. And even at that time, they still didn't fucking attempt to implement anti-ad blockers, because it's just not worth the fucking trouble. It's just an arms race that, you know, you're never gonna completely win. Every measure that you put into place to try and stop ad blockers, the ad blockers are just going to find a way around it. And in the meantime, all you're doing is just frustrating people. And eventually you get frustrated enough and you just move to a different platform. YouTube could be god tier, but their streaming is fucking tragic. Yeah, I mean, you can't find a stream. Yeah, no, they're absolutely, like, there's some big issues with YouTube with regards to making live streaming actually viable. Because, like, the biggest being discoverability. There's not really a good way to find live content other than maybe it gets recommended in your recommendations when you're watching another video. But also, if I'm watching VoDs, 99% of the time I have zero interest in watching a live stream. And same with vice versa. If I'm watching something live, I have very little interest in watching, you know, a pre-recorded video. Because, you know, it's just, there are different kinds of content. So it's, the fact that YouTube is so desperate to, like, shove that all together is really stupid. And, like, by all means, have it on, like, the streamer's, you know, channel. Let it be there, but, like, on just, like, you know, the YouTube homepage, just have, like, a YouTube homepage and then a youtube.live homepage or some shit that's just for live content. To be clear, that's not an original idea of mine. I've heard a lot of people say that, because, you know, yeah, YouTube has its issues, and it's clearly shown time and time again that YouTube does not give a single fuck about its creators. I understand that. But also, like, at the end of the day, if Twitch is making their product so bad by playing it with ads and shit, and just, like, just all the dumb shit they like to do. They do have a live tab, but it's fucking awful. Yeah, I mean, that's not the solution. It's not even real streamers there. Yeah, I mean, like, YouTube needs to, like, properly commit to the live streaming stuff. Like, I understand they've been poaching a couple of streamers here and there, but, like, they need to really, like, go in on it. But having said all that, the fact that YouTube hasn't really properly done that yet And the fact that we saw like Mixer fold, and we know Twitch constantly says they don't have money, but like also, or that they constantly say they're losing money, but fucking every tech company is constantly losing money. So I don't even, like, at this point, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. So it's just like, I don't know, is there not enough money in it for them to bother to do it? But like, also, like, again, ads aren't the way to do that. If you need to pursue more, you know, taking a bigger cut of, you know, subs and stuff, I understand the streamers are not going to like saying that, but like, you would probably make more money losing a little, you know, losing a larger chunk of the sub revenue and like bits and stuff than you would playing like even a single ad on your stream. Because the moment an ad plays on your stream, 99% of the time the person just leaves. Or like if you're running like, you know, running ads like manually, especially if you run ads manually. This is the reason why no one does it on Twitch. As soon as you play an ad, half your fucking stream leaves. It's like, fuck this, I'm out. Gonna go watch someone who isn't running ads later. And there's no way to get around that. Even like people who like argue that like if more people ran ads to trying to think how I want to say it. If like more people ran, or if more streamers ran ads more often, then it would condition the Twitch audience to not be as hostile to it, which I understand. And to be clear, again, I'm fine with streamers running their own ads. That I'm completely fine with, because you're the one in control of your own content. So I mean, if you want to run them during breaks, or if you want to run them during gameplay, you're a fucking idiot if you do that, and you're not going to be very successful as a streamer. But you know, you can do it, fine, go for it. But like the, you know, no matter what, no matter how much you like condition the Twitch, you know, the Twitch audience to just get used to seeing ads, people will always fucking leave, because it's the same shit with TV. The ad comes on TV, change the channel, we'll watch something else for a little bit. Oh, an ad came on that, okay, we'll go back to the other thing. Especially with like sports and shit. As soon as there's a break and, you know, they start playing an ad, I'll switch to the other game. You know, like, and that's probably the most comparable thing, because it's, you know, I need to get used to actually looking at the webcam, not my webcam frame on the window. I don't know why I look at that when I should be looking. Anyways, it's just like if it's live content and you start playing an ad, people are just gonna leave and go watch something else. It's just, I just don't fucking understand it. Like, even pre-roll ads, like, I'm perfectly fine with those. Yes, they're kind of stupid, or they're kind of annoying, and there have absolutely been times where I'll click out of, you know, I'll click on a stream and an ad will start playing, like, okay, I don't care that much. But, like, it's not gonna stop me from, you know, if I go and watch a streamer that I want to watch and a pre-roll comes up, it's like, yeah, whatever. I'll sit through a couple minutes. What would be infuriating, and fortunately it's never happened to me because I run ad block and make sure to have the extra extensions to, like, stop Twitch's bullshit, is, like, if I was watching a stream and, like, something interesting was happening and an ad plays, I'm done. Like, I don't know if I go, like, especially if, like, I actually miss, like, something that happens, not just like there's something interesting going on, but like I miss someone, you know, the streamer dying or something like that, I'm done. I don't ever watch another Twitch video or another Twitch stream, because fuck that. And if I'm a streamer and that happens, I'm also done. I take my content somewhere else, because you just decided, because of your stupid shitty management, to just straight up just destroy my own content. By running your own shit on top of it, you just made my audience just miss shit that they shouldn't be, you know, that they on. It just blows my mind that anyone thinks this is acceptable. That's the best. You join a stream, watch the pre-roll, start talking to the streamer mid-convo, you get hit by a 30-second ad. Yeah. I like pre-roll stuff, like banner ads on the sides and stuff like that. Like, there's ways to do advertising that are not as bad. And yes, I get any advertising kind of sucks. But like, there is a certain amount that you're just gonna have to deal with that. But like, running mid-stream ads automatically without like, again, without the streamer running them, just being like, "No, fuck you, we're running an ad now." I can't even begin to imagine what mindset goes into that. Like, even the most greedy motherfuckers, the type of people that run Amazon, the people who only care about $ going up. You make less money when people leave your fucking platform. So what the fuck are you thinking? Like, it just blows my mind. Yeah, like if I was smart, honestly, I would probably be probably dual streaming right now on Twitch and YouTube. It's just there is kind of a thing of like, there's no discoverability on YouTube. It's because they can, no competition. Right, but again, it's costing them money to do this shit. Like, this isn't just like, I was gonna say just deciding they want to take a bigger cut of subscriptions and stuff, but like, doing that's gonna piss people off and make them leave, but also like, it's just, it just blows my mind. Like, again, even if you don't care at all about the content being made, and let's be honest, no one running Amazon gives a shit about it. No one at the top of Twitch gives a shit about the content or streaming or the culture or anything. They have exactly one goal in mind, and that is taking money from consumers and spreading it into their bank account, or into their own bank accounts. So, but again, if that's your one goal, you still don't want to do that shit, because it's still advertising. It doesn't pay very well, and it's actually gonna get, it's probably gonna get worse in the future, actually, because we keep seeing things about how why am I in this tab? Jesus Christ, what the hell am I doing? Or we keep seeing things that where like studies are being done and advertising is not very effective, and companies are going to start realizing that advertising is just burning money a lot of the time, at least certainly for how much they're spending on it. And so you got one of the worst ways to monetize your content in terms of just, you know, revenue, and is also the most frustrating for your customers, which means they'll start considering looking at other options. So I just don't even get it. Jeff Bezos probably forgot he owns Amazon. Does he still? Or I know you corrected and said Twitch, but I don't think he still actually owns Amazon. I mean, I'm sure he still has. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take it back. I guess he does own it, or at least own a lot of shares in it. Actually, he definitely doesn't own it because it's publicly traded, so it's not owned by him at all. But yeah, he doesn't even like run it anymore or anything. But also, still, fuck Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Just all that stuff just makes so little sense to me. Like, there's shit that like companies do where it's like, all right, this is annoying and frustrating, but like, I can at least see for some reason why you might have thought this was a good idea. I don't understand it with the Twitch and the advertising stuff. But we'll see. And the other thing with that is, again, the more they pursue the advertising stuff, the more the ad blockers and stuff are encouraged to just make workarounds. So like, in the end, that's the best part about all this. They're gonna do all this shit, and then people are just gonna turn it off. Like, Twitch is, it's not the easiest site to run an ad blocker on. Like, they definitely are pursuing that shit, but like, it's always going to be an arms race. You're never going to have the perfect solution. I mean, we saw that shit with Denuvo, or however you say it, the anti-piracy shit for video games, where, you know, at first, for a little bit, it took, you know, it would take time to crack, and some people, you know, a lot of people just kind of gave up on it. But then once it started to get figured out, that was it. Like, every single release started taking longer or started taking less and less time to crack, to the point where, like, games were getting, you know, they were able to be pirated like the day after the game came out. And then usually they ended up being a better experience because of that, because Denuvo was fucking garbage. Yeah, let's use up a bunch of your system resources to fucking run our anti-piracy software. And then because of that, fucking a lot of people just pirated the game just because they wanted it to run better. Good job, guys. It's like how people have said for years and years and years, the reason why they stopped pirating is because the content got easier to find, or got easier to access. You know, Netflix did so much damage to piracy. At least when they got into streaming. I think they probably helped piracy quite a bit with the when it was just DVDs, but that's a whole other discussion. But like, you know, once it was so convenient to just stream movies through Netflix, like, what about dealing with, you know, piracy stuff? Same with, you know, Steam. Steam made it so easy to just access and buy games that it's just like, you know what? It's, yeah, it costs more than free, but like, it's more convenient to just buy it or just pay the subscription, so it's fine. But now you have Netflix trying to crack down on it, like people sharing accounts, and wasn't there something else they were gonna? I know they were sharing accounts. They were talking about raising prices again, which, to be fair on that, I know people throw a shit fit about that, but like, prices have to go up eventually, guys. Like, that's how inflation works. Especially when you get into like video games and stuff, but I'm trying not to get sidetracked here, but like, I also want to say they were like considering running ads on Netflix as well, or something like that. And gee, what do you know? Now people are fucking ditching the platform. Now, part of that is also because there's 1,000 competitors to Netflix at this point, and so it's very easy to be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not gonna, like, why am I gonna pay for, like, you know, I'm paying for like 10 different services, so why would I not get rid of this one that is, you know, being pretty much hostile to me as a consumer? Netflix is throwing hard as fuck with HBO Max and Disney Plus here now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if they had done the, like, account kind of crackdown stuff before they had a lot of competitors, they might have gotten away with it. But the thing is, the account sharing is how they got so big, because everyone was using Netflix, whether or not everyone was paying for it. But because of that, everyone talked about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, if you make your content more of a pain in the ass to access, people are just gonna go get it somewhere else. And if you're a streamer and you see people leaving because they don't want to put up with the platform's bullshit to watch your content, you're gonna go and find where they're going and start streaming there, because... So... Anyways, that's my 30-minute rant about shit that I actually have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, and there's people who make millions and millions of dollars making these decisions. Meanwhile, my dumbass is streaming to like 37 followers. So, you know. But like, some of this shit just seems like really fucking obvious that it's just not gonna play out the way they want it to. Also, it is like a tragedy that Mixer went under. I understand that, like, they weren't necessarily doing all that hot, despite Microsoft really trying to push it hard with, like, bringing in big streamers and stuff. But, like, and, like, I understand that, like, especially near the end, there are a lot of, like, nasty allegation things that were coming out about, some, like, sexism stuff and things like that. And so it was like, okay, well, I don't exactly blame Microsoft for just giving it the axe, but also, like, fucking damn it, guys. We really needed another big player in the streaming space. Because, like, again, YouTube is, like, it could be good, and there's some good things they do with it. But, the discoverability is just really bad. So, like, you can't grow an audience streaming on YouTube, but it would, you know, it does help to, like, if you already have an audience, then it might be fine. But, and then, yeah, there's Facebook gaming, but if you stream on Facebook gaming, you deserve any bad thing that comes to you. I'm sorry. What a dumpster, like, Facebook is already a dumpster fire, and why people put up with, anyone still puts up with its bullshit, I don't know. But, like, who the fuck even, like, streams on Facebook gaming? Unless they throw money at you, which, I mean, there are some streamers that are Facebook gaming streamers just because they got a fat contract. But, like, if you're like, yeah, I'm gonna start streaming, I'll do it on Facebook gaming, you're stupid. You're dumb. No. They need to understand Twitch viewers are the laziest fucks ever. Only diehard fans will follow their streamers. Partially that was the problem that Mixer had. The other problem, though, was that Ninja was, like, the best example of this, partially because of what an insane fucking deal he got. But as soon as Ninja got paid, he got that huge fucking contract. He was set, so he stopped streaming Fortnite, because why the fuck would he keep playing that fucking game? I don't think he stopped completely, but, like, he started playing other shit that he wanted to play, right? But the thing was, he was the Fortnite streamer, and so now all of a sudden his audience that, like, wanted to watch him play Fortnite, he's now playing other shit, and they're like, what the fuck? And so they didn't really necessarily show up anymore. So it's kind of two things where it's like, and I don't blame Ninja for doing that at all, because, like, you know, if you're already getting paid regardless, if you already, you know, you already got your suitcase full of cash, like, yeah, why would you play games that you don't, unless you, like, really want to play that game, you know? So, like, I don't blame any of the streamers that did that, but, like, that is literally what will happen every time these streamers get paychecks. Unless they're already, like, a big variety streamer. But usually those aren't the guys that are getting big paychecks. Usually it's guys that are fairly committed to at least regularly playing certain games, if not only playing them. And of course there's exceptions to that, but, like, a lot of the big streamers are just like, you know, they're chasing the viewers, you know? God damn it. So they, like, you know, they're playing games because they're popular, not necessarily because that's what they want to play. But if, you know, because, you know, they're trying to make their money, they're trying to make their living. But as soon as you take away the need to make money because they've been guaranteed money, well, yeah, just play whatever the hell you want. But yeah, like, the like, momentum that a site has with its audience is, like, definitely a thing. It's definitely hard to pull that audience away. Certainly when it, you know, it's another thing, like, with Ninja, is that, like, yeah, a lot of people watch Ninja and were big fans of him, but also like watched other streamers. And so when Ninja left, they went, well, I'm not gonna, leave. I'm not gonna stop watching all these other streamers to just watch Ninja. Now, the other thing is that, is it really that hard to just type in a different URL depending on what streamer you want to go watch? No. But, again, like you said, we're all lazy as fuck. And even the slightest thing disrupting that, we're like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. Like, some of this, I'm clear I'm not defending Epic here, but some of this is similar with, like, the Epic Game Store. That, like, doesn't really affect you in any way whether or not you have your game in on Epic or on Steam. Not really. Yes, I understand there's serious feature issues with EGS, but like for the most part, especially for like something if you're gonna play it single player, it doesn't fucking matter. But like also, even as someone who doesn't really care about any of that, any of the other shit going on with all the drama with that, but also like, why would I even bother going to the Epic Game Store when like 99% of what I give a shit about is going to be on Steam? Even if it takes me no extra effort, we still just won't, because we're all stupid lazy fucks. Do I? Hold on a second. Hold on. I need to, like, make sure I don't have eggs. These might be Manaphy eggs, I just realized. 612. These are absolutely Manaphy eggs. Okay, I had a feeling I had just done that. Let me, move you over here. I need to remember to grab those next time I finish hatching stuff. Twitch also has a sense of community that other sites will never get. It did. That has been severely diminished over the years. There was definitely a time where like there was all the bleed purple stuff and all that, and that was extremely smart of them to push that type of stuff. But I mean, I don't know how true that is. I think the biggest thing nowadays is that, like, odds are if you're a Twitch streamer and you're doing a stream with, like, another person, like, to go back to, like, with Ray, and when he does streams with, like, Killed Chaos and stuff like that, like, generally, those guys are all gonna... They're all going to be streaming on the same site, and so you're not really branching out of that as a viewer, so it makes it feel like more a community. Because like I don't know how often like Valkyrie is streaming with Twitch streamers. Not the same community. Okay, fair enough. Twitch is swayed to just chatting streamers. Oh my god. That shit, like, just chatting and IRL streams were the channels that needed to happen, but Twitch absolutely needed to step in and be like, you are not allowed to have more than like a certain percent of your content be these types of streams. Because what happened is, especially with IRL, I don't know if just chatting is as bad, although with all the ASMR fucking shit on there, I don't have a problem with ASMR, but a whole lot of it on Twitch is just fucking... It's just, I'm not even sure I want to say it. It's just fucking sexual content and parasocial relationships and shit like that. I know they definitely try to avoid being too overtly sexual, but they know what they're doing. Not all of them, to be clear. I'm very much aware it's not all of them, but a lot of the big ones do that, and a lot of the big ones are very disgustingly parasocial. But yeah, fucking IRL when that started was just like Jesus fucking Christ, what a fucking mistake. The amount of fucking just stupid dumb shit that came out because of that stuff. God damn. Like, again, it's good that it was there. I don't think Twitch ever intended there to be like IRL streamers or just chatting streamers. You know, I think that stuff was always meant to be like helping their more traditional streamers have some way to do less traditional content for them. So like if you go to a convention or you're going out to like a live event or something like that, you know, you can, you know, live stream the event or whatever, you know, whatever it is, like having it, you know, things that would have been side content towards the main content. But some people just made that their entire thing. And then so many of those IRL streamers were just so fucking bad and toxic, dude. I'm sure there's still quite a few of them, actually, but, like, it's not nearly as bad. Or maybe we've just gotten used to it, actually. Because there was I want to say, like, the first TwitchCon after IRL was introduced. There was very much a thing where there was, like, the normal streamers and there's the IRL streamers, and like no one that was the normal streamers had any idea who the fuck any of these fucking IRL streamers were, and it was the same in the opposite direction too, because it was like two entirely different platforms. I don't know if you know who Asmongold is, but yeah, I've heard of Asmongold. I've never watched him, but he's like a big MMO guy, right? Or pretty much like the MMO guy. Because I know that was a huge deal when he started playing Final Fantasy XIV after being primarily just WoW for the longest time. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a thing where you get these, you know, these communities of streamers and they end up kind of sharing, you know, viewers and stuff. Like, again, Ray has that kind of same thing. So with Ray, I think Ray's more part of, like, the Chilled Chaos circle. Because Chilled is very... You know, Chilled is, like, one of the streamers where he does streams with a ton of different people. Which is funny, because stuff like that is how I've been getting into other streamers myself. You know? Like, I started watching Silvervale a little bit. Which, if you had told me a year ago I was going to be watching a VTuber, I would have fucking laughed my ass off. And then I was gonna say something else, but I will actually get banned if I say that. But suffice to say, there would have been no fucking way. And then what do you know, I started watching that shit. So, but the thing is, I don't think that necessarily has to be just Twitch, but like I guess it is a lot easier with stuff like rating and stuff like that. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Which, actually, speaking of rating, that's something that YouTube just actually started to implement. I forget exactly I forget what the hell they called it, even. But it's basically raids, right? But it's... I know there's some, like, limits and shit to that, which they kind of have to do because, boy, Twitch chat can be not great in some channels, but holy fuck, YouTube is like the wild fucking west. Yeah, massive views, insane. Chat isn't toxic for the most part, unlike some streamers. Yeah. It is always impressive when there's, like, a massive streamer that doesn't have a, like, massively toxic chat. Because, like, managing that many people talking is just, like, how do you even do that, you know? But yeah, I don't know. For the longest time, I've just, like, I've had really only one streamer that I care about. Just because, like, I always have so much other content to watch, but like as I've like started to watch less and less of some things, I'll not even say some things, pretty much anything Rooster Teeth, I've like completely fallen off on. And Achievement Hunter especially, they've been It's not that they've gotten bad, but it's not anything I really care to watch anymore. Because, like, typically for channels like that, you watch for the personalities. And so when you have, like, 4 people leave, and then you hire, like, 5 new people, it's like, who, what? I don't care. But yeah, so, like, as I've been, like, watching less and less of other stuff, I've been more, like, inclined to watch more live stuff. I think it's something to do with the games someone plays. Yes, more competitive games are always going to have shittier people. Okay, so let me first I can get in. There it is. I can see the cursor under the webcam. Okay, so God damn, I really wish I hadn't realized I had fucked that up on like 350. Anyways though, yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up the Phione there. We're at 350. I'm gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna switch over to Registeel. I'm just gonna keep the recording going on the Registeel stuff because who gives a shit. But yeah, give me a little bit. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and I will be right back. Alright. Oh, hey. I should have done this before I restarted the recording. Let me go ahead and change the title real quick. Okay. Yeah, it's updated. Cool. Yeah, that's a crazy number of viewers. But like I do know that Asmongold is like one of the biggest streamers, so that doesn't surprise me too much. Just imagine a Super Bowl amount of people staring at your face. I mean, yeah. I mean, in terms of, like, number of people, like, at the stadium, I guess. Obviously not the, you know, TV or whatever, but... Oh, I haven't transferred these guys over. Interesting. I want to check something real quick. Because I am wondering, did I ever... XP charm. Did I never go get that? I never went and got my, just clear these real quick. But I never went and got my, fucking what is it? The Mark charm. I should probably do that at some point. It doesn't really matter, but I just thought about that. It's like, oh, did I ever go get that actually in this save? I know I have it on my main save, but I never bothered to get it on this. Oh, hey, also, it would help if I have the right thing on screen. Let me try... Okay, so that updated at least. Which makes it not too bad. Let me close this. Glad I set it up that way. I need a ongoing hunts. Really should not have restarted the recording already, but oh well. There we go. And then should be good to close all of that. Pop you back up. Alright, cool. Now everything's correct again. Yeah, putting in like the perspective of like how many people are at like the Super Bowl or something. That's a lot of people to be watching you like every day that you stream. Now, obviously, you know, there is a big difference, that being it's a lot easier to watch a stream than to buy Super Bowl tickets. And many, 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 many more are watching, you know, the Super Bowl at home. I mean, that's still like, that's just crazy to think about that many people caring about your content ever at all for any reason. Fortunately, I'm not very good at it, so I don't have to worry about that ever being an issue. Because I will never have that many people watching me, and I'm okay with that. Sorry. I'm like still trying to get back up to where I'm supposed to be on this. 3807. Okay, I think this is like my third one, we'll say? Let's see. Actually, we'll know right here. Oh, this is number 4. Okay. I think that's correct now. Now just do remember to actually do it every single time. But yeah, I might need to figure out something besides just this one little fan for my setup, because this is you know, it's Arizona. It's kind of hot. I think the high was like 113 or some shit today. And it doesn't really cool off that much at night. Not as much as it needs to. So yeah. And the thing is, it's only June. July and August are gonna be much worse. So, not looking forward to that. So yeah. Maybe figure out some, another fan or something. Honestly, a very smart thing would be to put a fan under the desk. Just so it can blow on, like, my feet and my legs and stuff. Because, I mean, like, if you can deal with the heat somewhere, that helps a fuckload. And then just having some sort of fan for my face would be, like, perfect. So yeah, we'll see, I'll probably just go to midnight. I don't think we're gonna try and do 50 of these tonight. I think we'll go till midnight, and yeah, that'll be good. I need to do more Registeel. Like, I don't want to because it's miserable, and it sucks that I've encountered this thing 3,800 times and I still don't have the goddamn shiny. But like, I have to do it at some point. And this isn't like Suicune, where it's like, oh, it's super, you know, inconsistent and annoying to do, and I don't want to do it. This is just like, I don't want to do it just because it takes so damn long, or it is taking so damn long. I mean, each of these encounters is still faster than Phione eggs, but by a lot, actually. Another thing that isn't helping much is just not like drinking enough during the stream, but whatever. Alright, cool. Dead air. Thank you, Spotify. Actually, I can't even blame Spotify. That's a Harris Heller issue. I really don't know why, like, it's like every album, there's one song that has some absurdly long just intro or outro or something. Still nothing. I know as soon as I go and click on Spotify, it's not gonna... Yep, As soon as I went to click on Spotify, it started actually, like, playing a new song. Okay, cool. Go ahead and reset. Pretty sure I remember saving in front of it. Boy, I sure hope I did. It doesn't really matter. It wouldn't take me that much longer. It'd just be annoying to do it every single time. Though, then again, I kind of felt the same way about, whatchamacallit. About having the shiny Zera Aura, or however you say it. There's like 4 Pokemon that all have very similar names. Zoroark, Zeraora, Zarude. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys, please. Jed, when I am talking, do you hear the fan at all? I'll point it just ever so slightly more away from the microphone. Honestly, it wouldn't even be much of concern if, I didn't, you know, have my face right in the microphone. Gonna look into kind of just redoing my entire setup here before long. And maybe I'll have like an actual microphone arm so I don't have to worry about having the microphone right in front of me. Like, I prefer having it here. Just like, personally, it just feels more natural to have the microphone right in front of me speaking into it. But like, I don't know. Like, it isn't as good for, you know, the recording. Because like, you peak easier. Because, like, any change in volume is a lot more severe. And, like, you know, with the fan, like, having the fan on me is, like, kind of a problem because there's a very good chance the microphone will pick it up. I also need to look into having a, or maybe doing something other than, Jesus Christ, my fucking words today, man. Like, I'm normally pretty bad with words, obviously, as I've shown many hours on stream, but, like, today feels especially bad. To the point where I don't even remember what the hell I was gonna say, at all. Will say, it does kind of hurt going from going from Phione, where like every time you increment the counter, the like luck thing is increasing by like 0.1, whereas now it's increasing by 0.01. And before long here, it's going to get to the point where it doesn't even increase by that every time. There'll be times where the counter will go up and the luck won't go up at all. Or the probability percentage, I guess I should say, won't go up at all. Actually, I might actually wrap up a little bit sooner here than I even, like, said a few minutes ago. Mostly because, one, I'm hot as fuck right now, and my PC, and specifically the CPU is, you know, just ever so slightly part of that heat issue. But also, again, I'm tired as fuck. I do definitely want to look into, like, that Pokédex tracker that was linked to me. Just so, like, I can see if that's something that I want to use. And if it is, honestly, I'll probably switch over to it pretty quickly. Plus, you know, gotta keep some gas in the tank for when I play Minecraft tomorrow. Assuming I play Minecraft tomorrow. I don't know. Like, I really wish I could figure out my schedule in a way that would let me... Well, one, I wish just, like, my work schedule, I didn't work late on Mondays. Just because I like the idea of Minecraft Monday as a thing. I don't know why. I just love, like, stupid naming things like that. But also just, like, having more time to stream in general. But that is one of the things that was, you know, I want to look into with changing out my whole setup and everything. Or I shouldn't say my whole setup. I mean, like, I'm not going to upgrade my computer or anything. Other than, like, minor things. Mostly just because it doesn't really matter. Also, that does remind me what I was going to talk about before my brain completely farted a couple minutes ago. But I want to look into... Jesus Christ, really? Something other than NVIDIA broadcast. Like a proper, like, noise gate and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, NVIDIA broadcast is really good for what it is. I mean, like, you know, knowing what parts of a webcam and what sounds in a microphone recording to cut out and being able to do that in real time is really fucking impressive. Even with, like, the stuff like, you know, the headphone cable where it connects with the headphones is, like, wonky sometimes and stuff, but, like, even with that shit, man, it's impressive, but it's not perfect. And the biggest issue I have is, because it's, like, having to use... Actually, no, again, I thought I said this before about the NVIDIA broadcast stuff, but it's... The vast majority of it is is on the GPU, which makes sense. And so my, like, crackling in the audio recording in Minecraft was, like... That's purely just because of the CPU getting overloaded by the recording. Because when I stream, the stream itself, I'm using the GPU for encoding. Because my logic there is it's already going to get compressed to hell, so it's fine if it loses a little bit of quality. But for the actual recording, since that's going to be a higher quality, I record with the CPU. The problem being that when you play games on PC, those also like to use the CPU. And I'd have to really turn down the settings to make the CPU work less hard on the recording, so that way it isn't like just getting overwhelmed by having the recording and the game going at the same time. I would like to play just a little bit of other stuff besides Pokemon. I mean, Minecraft is great too, but also like stuff like Satisfactory is one that I really want to like try and get into, because I know that's one I can like really screw around with for a long time. Or like a Hard Space Shipbreaker is like one that I've been playing the fuck out of recently. I want to say according to Windows or like the Xbox app, and I don't believe this number to be clear, but I want to say it says I already have like 40 hours or something in it, which I don't think I've played that much Shipbreaker, but that game I've had so much fun with. There's definitely some frustrations with it. Having shit where there's areas that there's just like no way to safely decompress is really frustrating. And it happens usually there's like at least one compartment or cabin that you can't decompress safely on every ship, which sometimes it's fine, but other times it will be like the biggest room that has a bunch of fucking like cargo and shit in it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and close the game and reload until I get a ship that's not fucking garbage. Like that, there's some issues. A lot of my issues with it stem from the decompression stuff. Like, it would be one thing if it was like, there's a ship that, you know, you start it and you notice, like, visually from the outside, it's, like, obviously got damage. Like, let's say it got hit by an asteroid or something. I don't know if this is something that's even in the game, by the way, but, like, a lot of the pressurization, I just slurred through that. I'm not even going to try to reattempt it. You know what I meant. But a lot of that shit is, like, on just normal-ass ships. And it's just, like, why is there so much... Why is every fucking, you know, atmospheric regulator, whatever the fuck it's called, why is, like, half of these broken on the ship? And also, if it's broken, why is it still pressurized? Like, there's some issues there, but for the most part, it's been a lot of fun. And I've enjoyed, there's, like, the kind of side thing, too. I don't know what role this plays, but the side thing of the ship that you get gifted, and so you can actually, like, look for parts for it in the other ships that you're, like, tearing apart. So that way you can, like, try and repair this, the ship that you get given. That, I think, is, like, it's a fun little thing, because it just makes me, you know, it gives you a reason to not just attempt the largest ship every time, because they'll tell you, like, what parts are available in each ship. And so, like, yeah, we're on the right count so far. It's just like, yeah, it gives you a reason to, like, not always do the biggest ships, because, like, I think it pretty much scales up from, like, the I think the Mackerel, and then the Atlas, and then the Javelin, and then the Gecko, I believe, is, like, the last tier of ships. And, like, the Gecko is worth more than the Javelin, which is worth more than the Atlas, which is worth more than the Mackerel. Not, like, there might be some exceptions on, like, the very edge, you know, the lowest Atlas versus the biggest Mackerel, but, like, you know, it's, for the most part, if you're just, like, going for the most money, then you go after the biggest ship. But, like, this gives you a reason to not always do the biggest ship. Also, I think one of the... Oh, shit! Thank you, Komodo. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to my stream, guys. Unfortunately, I was actually going to be wrapping up in like less than 10 minutes here. But I do appreciate you guys coming over. This is pretty much what I do. I pretty much just shiny hunt. Usually eggs. Well, with Legends RCs coming out, there's a lot of like more traditional shiny hunting, but mostly I just hunt for shiny Pokemon with eggs, and then some little side stuff here or there. But thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. But yeah, typically I try to stream from like 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to around midnight Mountain Standard. Rarely do I actually start by 9. I'm so bad about doing that. But yeah, so unfortunately I'm probably only going to be doing like a couple more sets of these here. But yeah, right now I'm just looking for Registeel. Unfortunately, Registeel is a unique case, and that is not affected in Sword and Shield, I should say. It's not affected by the Shiny Charm because of the weird way that the Pokemon is generated. So this is a basically a full odds hunt, as you can tell by the fact that I've done 3,835 of these, now 36, and still no shiny. Am I doing all the Regis as shiny? Probably not. I had planned to do so, but this hunt really sapped me. So I originally, as far as I knew, all the Regis were affected by the shiny charm. And then I found out after I got to like 3,000 encounters that actually, oh, by the way, it's not. And it's just been... No, the Regis are not affected by shiny charm. Basically, the way that the RNG stuff works for them is different from like the vast majority of other Pokemon in the game. Not because of anything specific to the Regis, by the way, just like the way that they chose to generate them in this game. So yeah, all the Regis in this game are 1 in 4,000. But anyways, because of that, I'm probably not going to hunt for all the Regis shiny, at least in this game. I might still have to do Regieleki and Regidrago, but I'm not going to do Regice and Regirock. Not in this game, I don't think. Hopefully in the future, there's going to be a better way to do that. That's kind of why I'm waiting a little bit. But since I'm already so deep on this one, I might as well finish it. By the way, hey, Komodo, what's up? Sorry, I kind of skipped over your message for a second there. Yeah, earlier I was hunting for a shiny Phione as well in a Brilliant Diamond. Just slowly working on breeding for that. Nowhere near as far into that hunt as I am on this. I'm at about 350 eggs. But the hatching in the Gen 4 remakes takes significantly longer than in Sword and Shield. For whatever the reason that is, but I mean, it takes a lot longer to, like, rack up the steps, I guess. And yeah, it's, so yeah, that one's taking a long time. Like, it took me about 2 hours to hatch 50 eggs. So I've just been trying to work on that, do like 50 of those a stream, and then just do some Regis, and then hopefully one day I'll get one or both of them. We'll see. I think I'll do yeah, I'll do one more set after this, because it'll put me at like 3850-ish. Which Reggie is your favorite? I do really like Registeel. Not just because it's like a really good competitive Pokemon. It is. It's the fastest Pokemon in the game. Like, I don't think under any circumstance any Pokemon is, well, any form or anything. Certain items and like specific like EV setups and stuff will like do it. But anyways, but by far base stats, it's the fastest Pokemon in the game. But it's also just really freaking cool. I really like Registeel. But if we're talking like the OG trio, probably Registeel, actually. Registeel's pretty cool. Regigigas is your favorite. Regigigas is, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I really don't like the design of it, to be honest, and also the ability makes it basically useless, which sucks. I do like the idea of, like, the mother of all Reggies, if that makes any sense. Watching this hurts me because I also shiny hunt Reggies, and after so many encounters, I've only gotten Rock. Yeah, like, yeah, I will probably have to do, Registeel and Drago in this. Just because I'm willing to bet there's a good chance those don't end up. If we don't have, like, the full national decks in the Gen 9 games, I'm willing to bet those might not make the cut. Especially Registeel, just because it's, again, it's so freaking good. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I shouldn't assume anything. But yeah, it's a real shame that the Shiny Charm doesn't work on these. But hey, I suppose it's better than the Gen 4 remakes, where the Shiny Charm does not work on any encounter whatsoever. Yeah, it's like the Reggies and like the static encounter Impidimp in the Balanlea Forest. So like if you interact with the mushrooms, you'll like sometimes get into a battle with an Impidimp, and those are also shiny locked for like the same reason as this. It's just the weird way the RNG was done. I don't remember if there's anything else, but yeah, it's really bizarre. Have I decided which starter I'm gonna pick for Gen 9? Probably Sprigagito, or however you pronounce it, the little grass kitten. Hey, what's up, Satin Pianist? I'm gonna be honest, I thought I had set up stream elements to not show raids of one person, but regardless, I do appreciate you doing it. Welcome in. I will have to double check that though. I thought I had it set to like be at least 2, just because it... never mind. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, the point is, welcome into the stream. I do appreciate you tuning in. Unfortunately, as I told the other raid a few minutes ago, unfortunately I'm wrapping up pretty soon here. In fact, this will be the last set that I do. So I'm going to get up to 3852. How's the hunt going? Well, it could be worse. I'm not over odds yet, so I really can't complain too much, but I do really wish I would have had this. Also, I should probably clarify. So the percentage number under the count, that is how likely it is that after that many encounters, I would have seen at least one shiny. So after 3,845 encounters at the full odds, which is what this hunt is, there's about a 61% chance that you would have seen at least one shiny. You also got rated close to ending the stream. Yeah, I need to be better about fleshing out, like, how many, like, streamers I follow. if only for like, usually when I'm ending my stream, there's no one on my follow list that's like that's still streaming themselves. So like I've never actually even like done a raid, because it's just like I'm always worried that like I'm gonna raid someone and then I'm gonna find out they're like a massive douche canoe or something, and be like, oh cool, glad I sent some people that way. But we'll see. I'll before I wrap up, I'll try looking at the directory real quick and see what's going on. See if there's anyone who I'm alright with. But yeah, unfortunately, it's looking like I'm not going to get this tonight, but that's okay. With how many shinies I've gotten over the last couple months, because the Legends Arceus pretty much entirely, I can't really complain about too much about some longer hunts. Didn't even think about that. You just looked chill, but you make a good point. I mean, I'm probably more paranoid about it than I need to be. The other issue is I'm just like very socially awkward with shit, and so I'm always like paranoid about being annoying and shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say fuck it and just raid someone today, just to get it out of the way. I don't know if I counted that one. Should also point out, I'm very bad about actually keeping track of the count properly. So like I actually kind of have like a second counting setup so that every time I reset, I increment by like 9. So that way I know where I need to be at the end of like every set that I do. And I try and keep track as well with the moves. I think I actually am one behind here. You love the background music, has a relaxing kind of vibe to it. Yeah, it does. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's like fantastic for that kind of stuff. This one specifically, I'm on his the Chill Step playlist, which would explain why it's very relaxing and chill. But yeah, for stuff like this, for like the shiny hunts like this, pretty much, I like try and keep it more chill music. Sometimes when I'm doing like, you know, outbreaks in Legends Arceus or something like that, I do something a little bit more upbeat. Actually, with these ones, I sometimes do a little bit more upbeat too, but since I was doing Phione earlier. And especially for eggs. Eggs, I can't do like the like upbeat, like fast-paced music, because it's just like, it just feels weird when you're doing something that's just riding a bike in a circle all the time. What's my favorite Pokemon? Chinchou. Because it's freaking adorable. And I'm a Gen 2 kid, so I'm like legally required to pick a Gen 2 Pokemon for that question. But seriously, Chinchou is like super freaking cute. It's a shame that Lantern isn't a better Pokemon. Also Gen 2 kid? Hell yeah. Zubat, Golbat, have your heart. Fair enough. I mean, Crobat is a, was added in Gen 2 as well, so it makes sense. Also, like, Gen 1 and 2 are so intertwined. Besides, like, oh my god, can I please step on the buttons? It's the last one I'm gonna do, please. Oh my god. This is a good sign that I need to go to bed soon. You love Crobat, but he's not the reason why you love that line. Fair enough. You're a Gen 3 kid, but your heart belongs to Gen 2. Yeah, there was so much good stuff about Gen 2. Especially if you... I know it's kind of cheating. But the Gen 2 remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, are like still almost like the gold standard of Pokemon games. The Masters 8 is upsetting. I don't understand what you mean by that, wholesome yeet duck. Welcome to the chat, though. Alright, let me hop over to Twitch real quick. Let's pop open a random thing real quick. Mute that. Alright, so of course no one I follow is currently streaming. The anime. Oh, okay, that would explain it. I don't really watch the anime a whole lot, unfortunately. What was I gonna look at? Oh, right. Oh, you know what? Actually, it would be easiest just to go to my own channel. Alright, now immediately shut my own self up so I don't have to listen to that. And then, let's see who's streaming Sword and Shield. Man, I really wish that, that Twitch had, like, animated, whatchamacallits, thumbnails. I don't think it's too much of an issue, though. Oh, good. I just realized there's one of the, like, bot, channels there. Or, like, one of the, like, bot trading channels. Alright, alright, let me try and figure out how to do a raid. Hold on a second. This might take me a second. I know there's, like, the button for it, but, like, I don't actually, 6 champions, Ash, and 1 other all in a tournament. Ah, okay. Alright, I need to bring up my actual dashboard on my, like, main computer here. For the most part, all, like, the dashboard stuff I either do through, through OBS, or I do it, like, God, I cannot think tonight. I really need to go to bed. Alright, hit raid channel. Alright, so we're gonna stream a channel called GamerCon98. I have no idea if they're gonna be good or not. But hey, you didn't have any idea if you were good when you raided me, so let's go ahead and return the favor to someone else. So yeah, we're gonna raid him. Thank you guys for watching, for tuning in, all that stuff. I really appreciate that. I might be streaming tomorrow. Won't be Pokemon, funnily enough. The one time that I don't play Pokemon is sometimes on Mondays I play Minecraft, which I know. But I don't know. I've had a blast playing that recently. But we'll see. It depends on if I am actually able to, like, have enough time to stream tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Let's go raid someone, and hope it goes well.